Mary Podal, and I am the retired state conservationist from North Dakota. Today it is my distinct pleasure to be able to introduce to you Jay Fuhrer. Jay is receiving the David Brandt Legacy Award today, and believe me, he is most deserving of this award. It is with sadness that we don't have David Brandt with us any longer, as he too, just like Jay, was very passionate about telling the story of soil health and agriculture and how important it was not just to put a Band-Aid on the land, but to treat the resource with respect and prevention and resilience, making sure that the resource wasn't being damaged by our actions and our needs. But it was part of our toolbox, and we were going to treat it as well as we possibly could. So Jay Fuhrer. Jay is a wonderful man, as you all know. I'm guessing almost all of you in this audience have come across Jay, as he has grown in his story from a district conservationist who was putting Band-Aids on the land, like we all were, with terraces and waterways. He followed his passion. He grew his knowledge by his own self-study, by talking with his board, his very knowledgeable conservation district board, and his farmers and ranchers in Burleigh County. That knowledge grew and grew. He worked with ARS, he worked with researchers, and he was just passionate about telling that story and teaching others. And it came to my attention that he needed a different job in order to share that wealth of knowledge and his ability to really relate to people, or to have people relate to him. So moving into the soil health position at the state, he was able to send his knowledge or provide his knowledge throughout Burleigh County, but also then to the state of North Dakota, sharing it with neighboring states, to the nation, and throughout the globe. As his journey ended with NRCS, he had been to 7 different countries, I believe, several times to Africa, and throughout the United States, and he had grown his network and others that shared different pieces of knowledge on cover crops and microbiology and how soil is glued together, and then also the types of equipment that worked and that don't work. There's a very large story here that fits together. And Jay was able to put all of that together and grow his network, and the story of soil health throughout the nation is just phenomenal. We at NRCS have changed our mind about where we put waterways, where we put terraces. Are we doing the right crop rotations? It's really made us sit back and ask, why? Why does this go here? Are we just putting Band-Aids, or are we fixing the resource? And then it became beyond that. And it was Jay who brought that to my attention. It's not how to fix it, but how to prevent soil loss, how to prevent degradation of our soil. That's all Jay. Jay has a wonderful wife. I'm not going to leave you out, Kathy, and your family, because you have been there every step of the way with Jay. I can't emphasize enough that Jay is very deserving of this award. I know he's very humbled about that, but he went above and beyond every step of the way and is still continuing his passion and his story, even into retirement, as he works with soil conservation people throughout the nation. And as he receives this award, I think he's in a hurry turnaround situation where he's down here thinking he's going to speak to you all and then return to someplace else, or vice versa. I don't think he knew he was receiving this. I hope it's a surprise. And Jay, I wish I could be there with you. And I will see you soon, since sometimes you're back in North Dakota, I hope. Everyone, make sure you pat him on the back for me and enjoy the day.
Yeah, we really appreciate Mary doing that. And I want to talk briefly on that. With my time at USDA and FPAC and being over several of the agencies, every once in a while, and we heard this a little bit ago, how people step up to the plate. And Mary is one of the state conservationists that utilized funds and made available to Jay to travel all over the country because she felt that passion. And we really appreciate Mary, and she reached out to me and wanted to do this, Jay. So I thought that was, pretty cool. So, planes, trains, and automobiles is Jay's way of travel. And I've traveled with him quite a bit, sometimes in snowstorms, sometimes in blowing dust storms. One time in Oklahoma, we were driving along, and much like Kathy, I said, Jay, don't look out to your right. and immediately, it's just out to the right, and there's a guy mobile cloud, and he said, Jimmy, do we have time to pull over here? I need to talk to this young man. And that's just kind of the person you are, Jay, and we really appreciate that. So, everyone, give me a big standing applause for Jay Fuhrer.